Hey, 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 everybody. It's that time again here for the Rabbit Hole, Tuesday night, 7 to 9 p.m., with yours truly, Blaizeman, Mr. D, and Mr. Donald. Mr. Jim, vacation, but he's home and he might give us a pop in a little later on if he's not too busy because, you got the holidays and stuff, and Christmas is on Sunday, and then anybody who works and has a day off, the following Monday is the time off. So, and they move things forward. Everybody moves things forward, doctor's appointments, all that stuff like that. So, anyways, um, we hope that everybody has had a fantastic Christmas, and hope everything is great on your end. Sorry, we've been in hiatus, and we miss coming on doing a live show. The boys are certainly anxious to be here. I'm anxious to be here. We do have a fun time, and with that being said, um, so boys, holiday good for you?
Was that a
Sure,
question?
Yes, that was a question.
Okay, I'm
sure.
sorry.
It's all
Well,
right.
yeah, holiday was great, man. Holiday, correction, Christmas was great. It was real
Right,
great.
right.
We celebrated a day earlier. um, we my son was working
So
a
you
shift.
celebrated Christmas Eve?
Yeah, man. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
nothing
So
wrong with
the
that.
we had our little hiatus. I was like, wow. I was in the bathroom. I got up. I'm like, wow. I feel kind of dead right now. Usually Tuesdays around 7 on, I'm hyped.
Right.
I'm like, wow, I didn't do the show, man.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
didn't do it. And that
Yep.
Blaze,
Sure.
we're not looking to make millions here. Um, we're looking to make hundreds, thousands, you know.
Well, I'm looking to make like $2 or $3.
Yes.
Dreaming, keep
You know what I
dreaming.
mean? Uh,
Mm,
I have an
mm.
excellent concept that I was thinking about doing, if you don't mind. Excuse me. Um, Listen, I'm gonna have like a FFN Radio Network sign made, and I appreciate it, Donnie. I'll send that out to you if you can get there out on a corner once in a while, and you shake that thing around, and do like a dance and shit. Tell
Let me
everybody
think
to
about it.
get to the network and stuff like that.
Let me think about that.
Well, that
No,
CBD oil, that oil for your joints, son.
Right, right.
no,
That's what you're
The
saying.
oil, it lubricate the joints. You got screws in your joints, Mister Airborne.
no, not yet.
Knees hurt, don't they?
Yeah,
Mine's a brand new.
yeah.
Brand
Mine's a
new.
brand new.
I did a couple more years than you. I jumped no planes,
Mm,
dumbass motherfuckers.
damn.
Hey, don't get mad at me because you didn't have the genital courage to jump out the plane. Don't be mad at me. Don't
No,
talk
Oh
bro.
trash
fuck!
about me.
Even better. He's not afraid to jump out the plane. Jump out the plane with the sign. You know what I mean? FFN
No,
Radio Network.
no,
Come
Hey,
down.
no,
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 no. I got the
no.
joke though. So there's a big ass 747 coming out of London, and there's a couple of passengers in there, and the pilot comes over. He says, "I got to lose some fuel, or we're gonna crash." So the pilot also said, "We can drop off passengers." So this big dude picks up this Frenchman, throws him out the door. Viva la France! So the plane's still circling around. Now we still got one more to go. So this big old Texan grabs the Mexican, throws him out, says, "Remember the Alamo."
Remember the fuck. Donnie, where'd you go?
I'm right here. I'm right here. I was
Why
just
you
taking a
hiding?
seat. I was just taking a seat because the bullshit was getting thick, so I didn't want nothing on my feet, man. I just
No, I want to bring you up, Donnie. And what I'd like to discuss with you and Blazeman is the Brittany Grenier case
Oh boy.
and how she
what
is
what
back in her native homeland, United States. Uh,
Has she talked trash about the United States at all yet?
No, and this is the point that's really irking me is obviously the State Department and the Department of Defense don't talk too much, or I don't know. It freaking kills me that this young lady drops down to a knee during her little time, and she got all the coverage she wanted,
Yes.
you know, and then she flies back to the hand of a Department of Defense installation base, San Antonio.
Yeah, because she had to be interrogated and stuff too, right?
Yeah, dumb.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
but why use? And I'm sorry, I'm speaking as a true veteran here. Why are you going to use my military base while you dropping a knee down when the national anthem is being played? Get your motherfucking ass out of here and go to a CIA headquarters where she can get briefed and all that. Why?
Right.
Why? I read into this a little bit.
Bothers you.
Yes,
It
it does.
bothers a lot of
And
people.
you know what bothers me even more? Her father, God bless him, is a Vietnam veteran.
I did not fucking know that.
Yes, I did. I did my little research on Mr. Brittany Grenier. Want to make sure I'm pronouncing that right, Mr.
Yeah, most people
Bogstadt.
say Griner,
Yeah.
Miss Grenier.
So what's up, Donnie?
I want to
You
talk about
What?
that a little bit more. Look, see
What?
here, the bottom line, and is I think other people don't really hash out what they want to say about her because people are going to make it a racist thing. They're going to think that we're talking shit about this woman because she's black. And that's not the situation at all. If it was that soccer broad that took a knee down all the time and her ass got busted in Russia, you know what I'm saying? I'd be saying the same shit about her. You know what I'm saying, fellas? I
yep.
mean, it's I mean, this couldn't be like the most like in your face fuck you Brittany. You know what I'm saying? Like you did all the shit that you did. You got all the attention that you wanted, okay? Now you go to Russia, and furthermore, let's not. She used to go to Russia a lot, right, guys?
Yes.
She
Actually, she
stayed
got
there
paid
professionally for like a decade almost or some crap.
Yeah. And
right,
she made a lot more over
right.
there than
She
she did
makes more
here.
money over there than she does here, right?
Yes.
Now you're gonna tell me that this woman doesn't really truly knew the rules about bringing marijuana over to Russia?
No, you knew the rules.
Um,
Exactly.
you know something?
Oh,
You know
so
what?
no.
You know what begs me to think, and I'm going to go on the KGB level, is that it's probably happened before, and they needed her. Putin rang down. Okay, party's over. I want to slam for this now. This visit,
Of
because
course.
I really don't believe the Russians will put their own people or a visitor away for 9 years in a penal colony, and they're Russians.
Yeah, they would.
She she ain't going to a penthouse like the folks here.
I
Listen,
think she was probably held up in a better place than the Marine was. Is
Well, she was probably in an all chick facility. I mean, her. Wow, here we go too now. Listen to this, boys and girls. Russia only recognizes two genders, male or female. That's it.
exactly.
hmm
And if that's the case, what was she doing in the female area?
Because she's the dude of the relationship, right?
Well,
It looks like it.
I thought that she had a fucking juggler bigger than yours.
What are you talking about, juggler, son?
Yeah, you know the fucking Adam's apple, the jugular.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So
so
is she a dude or a broad?
No, she's a broad,
whatever.
man. She's a broad.
She's a girl.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
What does that matter? I mean, I
It's
don't.
not that it does matter, Donnie. It really don't. But I didn't know. To be honest, I thought she was a guy.
No, she's
You
a
know,
girl.
doing one of
She's
those
a girl.
transgender things to play in basketball and stuff like that. So,
No,
Right.
no, that's
Right.
swimming. You're talking about swimming.
yeah, yeah.
But no, no, let's get a little live here. Let's
I'm
Well, I
here.
don't
I'm
understand.
enjoying
Here's
Donnie,
this
what I don't
convo.
understand. I'm
I'm
waiting for
good,
y'all to
Donnie.
finish. Okay,
get
you all done? Y'all done?
s- I'm standing by.
Okay, I call absolute bullshit on that prisoner swap. I don't want to hear another politician tell me we don't negotiate with terrorists because you just do every time you do a prisoner swap. That's basic terrorism swapping. That's it right there.
Exactly.
You
Obama did it.
terrorism on a Devin J.
Exactly.
So
Go
don't tell
ahead,
me that
brother.
shit no more. Don't tell me that shit no more. I don't want to hear it because we do negotiate. Hell, we negotiated with the Taliban in Afghanistan and gave them a fucking country. Shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Now,
Yeah.
here's my thing.
Hey,
If
but
I'm a
no,
vet,
let's
oh, go.
let's get back with the Taliban though.
Um,
Let's remember who negotiated that deal. That was the Trump presidency, man. They
I know
flew.
that. I'm just
They,
saying I don't want to hear any politician or White
Yeah,
House
but
administration or any federal agency in the United States try to tell me they don't negotiate with terrorists. Bullshit. You do it on a daily basis, so don't start.
right.
Don't
You're
lie.
full of shit. You're
You're
absolutely
full of
full of
shit.
shit. Yep.
Two, if they were going to make the deal, why the hell did you even include the Marines in the talks and negotiations when it was? You should have never even brought who was getting negotiated for in the first damn place
Jen,
until it was concrete. Because
Jen,
now, what you just told me as a veteran, which by the way, if I was to vote, Mr. Body, you just lost mine. Because what you're telling me is I'm a veteran that served this nation, but I ain't worth a shit because I ain't worth a vote. She gets in the conversation because she's worth a vote. She can sway some votes. That's what you just told me.
yeah,
And
bro.
that's our commander in chief.
Yep, yep.
So if I'm
Hey,
a veteran, I know damn well I ain't worth shit. I better figure out how I'm gonna get the hell out of here on my own.
you're not.
No,
Don't
What's
you.
it
ask for
gonna?
no
What's
help.
it gonna? What's it gonna
Oh,
take you guys to understand that you veterans don't mean shit? You guys
wow.
don't, because what are we seeing all of this stuff for? You know what I mean? They, there shouldn't
No,
be. Listen. There shouldn't. This is just my opinion. Okay. There shouldn't be. Um. You know, a company like the fucking the POWs. You know what I'm saying? Um, all these organizations that I see that come across the TV all the time, oh, donate to this so we can help the veterans, and it shouldn't be like that.
well it is, Blaze,
The
but that's not
government
the
should,
point.
you
It is.
guys should just have one fucking place to go to. Sorry, two. A hospital that takes good care of you guys,
And
you
a
know, and
funeral
all of this
home.
shit like that.
And a
Whatever.
good
Three.
funeral home.
Okay. All right. We'll say three. One's a funeral home. Okay. You know what I mean? And the other building should be for fucking like everything else you need. The government helps you get a loan for fucking for a house, or you understand?
They
Why
do
is there
have.
It
got to
is
be all of
They
wait,
these fucking other
it
things
ain't
out
that
there?
it
Go
ain't
ahead.
that way. It ain't that way because nobody makes enough money, Blaze. Just like we're talking about right now. How we're talking about our economy being shit. And we'll get into it when we get into daggum Ukraine.
Right.
But it's it's
Yes,
about
sir.
can I get a vote from you? Can I salvage? Can I pull anything out of you? No, well then you have no purpose to me. That's what we are to our politicians now. We're a vote. We're a purpose. You got to do something for me. I mean, if I can't get you a vote. I'm not superstar. I get pulled over in some foreign country on some trumped up espionage charges. I know damn well I'm screwed. I'm done. I better well figure out how I'm gonna get out of it on my own. Do an interpreter because I can guarantee to myself that let me see, Biden's in the White House. Yeah, no, I'm not getting any. I can cry, but they're gonna talk a good game and make some good face, but they're gonna get some people's hopes up, but ain't shit gonna come through.
Hey, and real quick on the Ukraine, I want to make sure we slide a little immigration going forward
Yeah,
too.
we can, guys. But if you don't mind, I want to get back to well, we're pretty much done with Brittany. But
No, no, no.
well, no, no,
Let
no,
let
No, we're not,
no,
because this is
no,
what else
no,
I
no.
want
Rab,
to
no,
talk
no,
about.
no,
Hold
no,
on,
no.
this is what else I want to talk about. You knew the damn rules, and I'm sorry, man. As many times I've been overseas, I know there are military flights and this and that, but always there's a thing called an amnesty box. Always an amnesty box. Hey, man, I forgot it. I got it over there on this stop. I didn't know it was illegal here. Hey, we put it in the amnesty box. Everybody says okay. because you got to recheck your bags when you fly international. So I
Yes.
don't want to hear this excuse. Oh, I forgot they were there. No, You've been
Right.
going over there. You've been playing over there. You've been living over there. You can
Right.
speak the language. So don't tell
And
me that shit.
and
And where
and
are we
you
going
can
to set the
understand
standard?
and you can
No,
understand why Russia is doing their propaganda, and we're doing our propaganda over here, saying, "Oh, Putin's the bad guy. Oh, she's being treated unfairly." You know what I
no.
mean?
Putin did what Putin did. And
Right.
that's the thing about, I always talk about, as Americans, we think we're going to go to these foreign countries and it's going to be the, no, it's not the same as America, dumbass. You're in a foreign country. It's their rules, their laws, their way. You're the guest.
Right.
You don't live there. So Putin did what he did. He used a pawn to get another pawn back.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
that's what he did. He used a pawn for the U.S. to get a, bishop. He's playing chess.
And plus the 9-year sentence that got everybody's fucking attention. You're gonna put
That
her in
was
jail for fucking 9 years for she had what? What did she have? Less than a
right.
gram or
Blaze,
something?
Blaze.
It don't matter,
Don't
Blaze.
matter.
It's
I
a foreign
U.S.
understand.
country.
I
It's
understand. I
country.
understand.
They're going to hammer your ass.
Right. Hey guys, let me
You did.
bring in a special guest to help us out with some of these conversations. Uh,
Bremen.
yeah, he used to be a part of the show a year or
We
so
fired him.
ago, and now he runs a successful gaming unit on Facebook called Faco's World. You might want to go check it out. It's Faco's World on Facebook Gaming, Faco's World Gaming, and that's on Facebook. And I'd like to bring my nephew and Mr. Chris B. What's happening,
What's
brother?
up, Chris?
Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Y'all can hear me, right? Right. I see
Yeah,
my
everybody's
Yeah.
good.
levels
Yeah,
going up. All right, so thank you for the introduction. Appreciate it as always.
yeah, sure.
What's up, Blaze, man? Hey, what's up, other guys? Just real quick, just to go back to a second to what you just said about the 9 years. I don't want to.
I was just gonna, I was just gonna
I'm gonna come in
have you
like I
jump in on
always
that.
go in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come in like I always come in because I don't give a fuck.
right.
Um,
There
Fact of
you
the
go.
matter is who cares about 8 years when you got a man in Missouri serving 100 fucking years for an ounce? By the way, that's America, Mississippi. I apologize, Mississippi. That a guy got a life sentence, no violent crime, no nothing. He was caught with an ounce and a half. So fuck 9 years when you disobeyed another country's laws. We were always told you go to another country. Put it this way: you got your rules for your house. When you go to somebody else's house, you go by their rules.
Roger
That's how
that.
we were all raised.
Roger
You
that.
don't go into somebody else's house going through the fucking woman's panty drawers because you're looking for your mother's vibrator.
Wait.
Whoa, TMI,
That's
TMI,
something that I could catch
TMI,
G
Where's the
doing.
TMI,
KY at?
I could catch
TMI,
G
TMI,
doing that.
TMI,
You
That
know what I
was in the
mean?
TMI,
father.
TMI,
That was in the
Yeah.
father's.
You see how you get all the guys excited
TMI,
about
All
that?
right,
You know
all
what I mean?
right.
Hey,
Donnie,
Forgive
Tim,
leave
us,
I'm
that
with
kid
Chris
alone.
FFN
Taco.
fans.
But
I'm
like I
with
said,
Chris Taco right here. What he's talking about, yeah. We're worried and we're having this big conniption fit across the United States because one of our own did something dumb and got caught. Well, yet we're going to punish our own for 100 years. You got people serving life sentences because this the third time they've been, busted with some marijuana, with a herb, with a plant, and we're going to put them in jail like that. How are
Yeah,
we
but
any better
come on,
than
there's got
Russia?
to be more to that story than
no,
he's a
no,
hundred
no. I
years.
looked all into it. Yeah,
Yes,
I
that's the
looked
old
all into it.
Clinton
I
era.
even posted it in FFN radio messenger at one point.
Blaze,
Really?
Chris, we went over
Yes,
this. That's the old Clinton era when they punched in their repeat offender. They're going to get hard on drugs, bullshit laws. That's part
the
of the
dude was
Clinton stuff
arrested in
that pushed through.
2018.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm saying the precedence for the laws about, oh, we're going to make it harder on you because you're a repeat offender. That's some Clinton era
oh, the
bullshit.
3 strike. Yeah,
Yeah, that's some Clinton era bullshit. That's probably what he got.
yeah,
And you get
the
over an
three
ounce of
strike. Yeah.
weed. Over an ounce of weed.
So how long?
Well, I
How
mean,
long did
You know what
for a
else was
smoker,
the
that's throwing
Clinton
in a
era
weekend.
was? Children in cages.
Yeah.
yeah, children in cages? Absolutely.
Yeah, that was AOC, old Blazeman's senior producer for the show.
Oh, that my
No, but
girl. I'll mess with my girl,
Look
bro.
good though, Chris. Look good.
He just said you was fat, Chris.
No, I didn't.
Anyways,
No, I didn't.
All right, that's
No,
healthy
but
living. Who the
but
fuck am I
no,
trying to
listen,
impress?
no. I wanted to stir a little controversy on the
we are. We
the
are.
Miss Brittany's actions, and
What is
then how she probably got served by one of them Air Force personnel. Now listen to me, the service, okay? Chalk the airplane, did something for that flight to come here. And something, somebody probably in that Air Force likes watching WNBA and probably saw that and probably got a true reaction to it. I know there is. I know there is. She made a lot of noise with the bending of the knee on the woman's side in professional sports.
I'm sure
Her,
there's
Especially in
somebody
the
watching the
military. Is that what you're saying? In the military, as far as the women's
yeah,
military,
but
they didn't
why?
care for that at all.
But
I'm
but
sure that
why?
people in the military like watching women's basketball league. I'm sure there's one person. I'm pretty sure there's one person in the military that wants to see a fuck go to giraffe too.
What?
I'm pretty
No,
sure there's
what
somebody
the
in the
point is,
military that wants to see a goat fuck a
yeah,
giraffe
what's the
too.
point,
Hey,
Demas?
hey,
You're going down, Demas. You're going down this road about how, oh, we used a military treatment facility to check her over, do this and that. They do that for immigrants. They do that for all kinds of people every day. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
understand the
but
that's
point of
yeah.
why
hey,
it has to go.
hey, hey, but
Let's not even try that.
And I agree with
them
D.
immigrants and
Me-
them immigrants don't kneel when they're gonna go get a bag of food
Okay,
from the United
here we go
States.
with the
I
kneeling
agree
thing.
Now
with
Here we
They
go.
Donnie.
don't
they'd
kneel.
be the
That
first
bothers me.
one with a
That
fucking
bothers
flag
me.
in their hand.
That
They'll be the
bothers me.
first ones with
That
a fucking
bothers me.
Okay,
American flag. That's for sure.
it bothers you. It
I
don't bother me,
definitely got to
Demas.
say that.
It don't
You're a
bother me at
different
all.
dude. You're
I don't
Yeah,
think
we're a
you'd ever
generation
see.
we're a
I don't think
generation
you.
shift.
I don't think you
But
would ever see. Hold up. I don't think you would ever see an immigrant disgrace the American flag.
they do every
You
fucking
might,
year.
no,
They do,
you
no,
might,
no, no.
listen, hold
You
on.
cannot
No,
say
you
that
gotta
they
let me
don't
finish.
when they're sitting there throwing parades saying Mexico is number one. You
No, that's
Listen,
cannot say that they're not
no,
disrespecting
well, what's
America
wrong? But
by
what's wrong
claiming
with
no,
that
saying
Mexico is
Mexico's
number
no,
number
one.
one? What's wrong
no.
with
If
You know
saying that?
Mexico is
something?
number one, why you here? If
Was
No,
Mexico's
this
number
about
one,
no,
you're
soccer?
saying we're number two.
Was
No,
this
just said
about
it's
soccer?
any fucking Spanish parade. Any Spanish parade.
that's
Okay,
just
If you're
pride,
saying
man.
that Mexico is number one, even
Wow,
though
we
you
went
ran
down this
from
you
road.
there, and
you
then
went way
Well,
down
we
there.
that
could
means
back up
that
real
we're
quick,
number
D. Don't
two.
even don't you stay right there. But look,
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
right,
Everybody's got
right,
it. But listen to
right.
this. Here's what I say about it. If you want to kneel because there's injustices around the Americas, the states and the law enforcement, yeah, there's bad apples everywhere. And I don't want to hear this shit about, oh well, black crime is this. There's black on black, there's black on brown, Asian on black on Asian, white
Or
on Asian on. There's crime all across the way, and there's all kinds of stats you want to pull up to meet your agenda. I get it. But if you really want to do something about it and you're kneeling about it, then preach about, hey, we need to change policy so that maybe we train better. So we reach for a taser. And we also train and we say, hey, the other end of that weapon is the person that's interacting with the officer. And if you're acting a fool and acting up, then they have every right to tase your ass. You know what I mean? There's two ways to that street. You want to preach it and kneel and preach it that there's both ways that it needs to go. There's change that needs to go both ways. If you
amen.
ain't gonna preach like that, I don't want to hear shit you gotta say because I think
Nope.
you're full of shit.
And I also think you're a racist when you only fucking
Exactly.
vouch for your own person. When we
Exactly.
said, when Trump supporters were complaining about the homeless, you never once heard us fucking say the white homeless. You never heard us say black homeless, Asian homeless,
No.
Spanish homeless, anything. It was homeless. The best way to get rid of racism, don't mention a fucking race. And that's what we were doing. We were grouping everybody together because all of them were homeless.
Well, that was the Democrats' propaganda to get all of that started.
But
You know
the
what I
media
mean?
does it all the time to
Yeah.
make a story though.
Right, because they have
So,
to. They don't have nothing else to talk about. They
but
wouldn't
you
have
guys don't.
anything else to talk
Okay,
about.
exactly.
It's
That's why it won't
it.
die because
It's
it'll
not
continue
even
to be
that
made.
they have nothing to talk about. Nobody gives a shit about the guy who just went down there and gave $100,000 to a homeless shelter. Then nobody gives a shit about that. What they
Yeah,
want
they
to
don't want to
hear
report
is
that.
there was violence over here, there was
Right,
violence over there,
Exactly.
right.
and now the media uses the violence to control everybody.
Right.
When in fact, we all live next to each other. We're all in the same
Why
neighborhood.
do
We're
you
all in the
think
same
that? I
community.
mean, look, I could throw us in the conversation. Why do you think anybody that tries to do anything like we're doing right now gets canceled out? You know what I'm saying? We
Same
just
reason
don't
why I
have
get
enough.
my
We
loony
Let
bin
me tell you
checked.
something. If we had about 5 to 10,000 people fucking following this, you'd bet your ass there'd
Would
be
be
some
you
kind of
would
heat.
be shut down in a second if you had
Yeah,
that type of
yeah.
people.
By who? By who?
By
By fucking
censorship,
Google,
by
by
everything.
Google,
Okay.
Just look. He do it on
dude.
Facebook. Look at
There's not a lot of shows like ours on fucking
America.
YouTube.
No, just look at
I
America.
mean, you
The
got the
two black
Hodge
guys.
twins. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hodge
just look at
twins.
them. How many times has their fucking shit been taken off of Facebook
Yep, or
for no
Crash.
reason?
Yep,
Those
For
are,
no reason.
you
They've
the
been
Hodge
talking?
banned from
twins, and they're
Facebook.
two black dudes.
Yeah, they're called. Yes, it's called the Hodge twins, and they go by the conservative twins.
Right,
So
Yep.
right.
they get booted off Facebook a lot.
They
Mhm.
get fucked
Uh,
That's
around with, yeah.
They do.
Why?
This
Because
turns
they
what
out
are you doing
don't.
with that little butt?
you got
Because they're
Silk and Diamond.
conservative, Donnie.
Silk and
What?
Diamond, two black ladies. They get kicked off for the same thing.
Yep.
If you say something that they don't want you to say, they punish you. Just like you're in church. You can't say hell in church. I got in trouble. I don't know if you remember this, but I got in trouble, Uncle Blaze, and I got sent home
Uncle
from
Blaze.
freaking Sunday school because of saying hell in church. If they don't want you to say something, they'll punish you. Facebook, their opinion, fact checkers, dude already stated himself. It's not fact checkers, it's opinionators. They go around, they look at the angry faces. If there's so many angry emojis put up, they look at it as it's offended somebody. So it goes against their community standards.
Chris, it's time to eat your 7:30
Yeah.
steak.
And we all know how much bullshit they are. But listen,
Mm.
now
That
look, she goes there. She has what she has. Okay, she goes across the fucking Russian border. They bust her. Okay, okay, American, in Russia, blah blah blah. Then it's fucking 9 years, for whatever, she had a gram or whatever, and now because the country is so divided from mostly all Democrats and stuff, and race has been more in my life than ever for the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, and this is where we're at now. So then they got an opportunity, to make this more than what it actually is. And then you think that you're not going to piss off even Democrats. Some Democrats are voicing how they're pissed off at the fact that, you know, God, I'm not losing my thought. I know where I am, but I'm hearing Donnie again. You know what I'm saying? Saying, oh, the United States don't negotiate with terrorists. Yes, we do.
No, the problem is that
Yes, we
Hollywood has
do.
that ingrained in the American public. It's
True,
Hollywood.
true, true.
right. So you can go and say media is half our
So
problem.
what's up with Putin?
So
I
what?
just
Let me just back up. I wasn't here at the beginning, so let me be clear. Are you saying that Putnam is a terrorist?
I don't know who Putnam
Like
is, but
No.
I
well,
know
whatever.
Putin.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
Buffalo
You
talk.
Are
yeah.
you
It's
saying
Putin.
that he's the terrorist? Because I know Al Qaeda, I know ISIS, I know all those terrorist organizations such as the KKK. I understand all those terrorist organizations, but
What do you think
is
dictators are? Dictators are terrorists just the same. That's what
I
Putin is.
think
He's a
that's putting
dictator.
words together. I don't think that just being a dictator makes
Okay,
you a
so let me ask
terrorist.
you. Let me ask you
I
this.
don't think that the German people are
What?
scared to
Hey,
leave their house out of
whoa.
fear of being killed.
Stop.
Consider
What's
I've
the
watched some fucked
definition
up
of
shit.
terrorism, right? Use force and aggression to
So
manipulate people.
America is a terrorist. If you're gonna go
Yeah,
by that definition, then you got to put the American government up on there as a
never said
terrorist
they weren't. Never
organization.
said they
Oh,
weren't.
oh
Never
yeah.
said they
Okay,
weren't.
okay. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing
Never
it
said
out
they
there.
weren't. We use
Shit.
the same terrorist activities that we complained about, that we went to war in Afghanistan and Iraq. We use the same shit. We just teach
Hey,
it different and use the different words.
and,
We
and
use
Yeah,
if
the
we
and
same
I
thing.
100%
Putin
agree
does
on
the
that.
same thing to keep control of people. He does the same thing. He uses fear and intimidation to control people in Russia. That's what terrorists do. That's what
I'm with you.
kidnappers. That's why so many times everybody's so quick to say, "Oh, slip that into that terrorist Patriot Act stuff. We can
Right.
really hammer some people on law." That's why they
Right.
do it.
Right.
So he's doing
Right.
the same thing. So I don't want to hear it.
Right.
We do it every day. So
Yeah,
Putin
we
did the
do.
right
We
thing.
start
Putin
wars
took a
too.
pawn. Like I said, Putin
You-
took a pawn.
That's
You
why I
know
would
how
say
in
we're
chess,
more of a
when you get your
terrorist.
pawn, to the other side without getting taken, you know how you get a piece back? Yeah, Putin took that back, and he took a rook, he took a bishop, he took something important back. Putin won that trade. Whether we want to believe it or not, Putin won that trade. And if they don't
Yeah.
have somebody with a laser and that
Right.
arms dealer right now, guess what?
Right.
You just made
He's at
Russia
work.
so
He's
rich
back
it's
at
not even
work.
funny. He's back at work. Yep,
He's back at work.
he's back at work.
And
Hell,
that was
he's
one
back
of
at
the
work when
chief
he was over
We
there
complaints.
got to
trying to
put
get his
a.
train.
Maybe we got something implanted in him. Who knows? I'm
No.
sure they scanned him for that too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But to get back on Boot, the Russian arms dealer, Ukraine
Victor,
and the Russian war. One of the major deficiencies they had was ammunition and weapons. Russia.
Right. Well, here's the thing.
Bring
Ah,
that dude back.
But you
yes.
notice how the story's dead now? I mean, what we just gave away,
Yeah.
and it stopped. This guy that we traded for is a bad dude.
do you know
And
what the
and
saddest
dude,
part of that is?
no, listen to me. So Boot and the Russian guy, they're meeting at the tarmac in I think it was Doha, and I can't find the film, but I swear Boot and that chick shook hands. It cuts off, man. And I've went to many sites, TMZ and all that, and it was just you got to look at it.
Oh, you're talking about when they crossed the his name's Victor. Um,
Yeah,
the
Victor Bout.
dude, yeah, the dude that was released in exchange.
Yeah,
As they were walking
this
past
is not.
each other, he
Yes,
said something to her and
yeah, but
stuff, but it was on the guidelines of, and I'm saying guidelines because I'm not friggin' or
Something,
whatever it's called.
God bless you, something.
Yeah, like in other words, good luck. Because even when he went back there, he straight up gave the utmost respect to the American people. He gave us a lot of respect in saying how, like, where he was, you know, people took the time to learn from him. Not learn what he did, not try and find out how they could be an arms dealer, but took the time to learn about his culture and learn about what he is and
So
stuff.
fucking the inmates got a good schooling on Russia.
Yeah.
shit.
So when
Go to
he's
the
talking
prisons
about
in
it,
Chicago and Illinois. That's all it's full of is
uh,
Russians, man.
but when he's
He's
talking
not
about it,
the only he's not the first one in an American prison of
No.
he's
that
stating
caliber.
how everybody is like that over here, but the way our government is right now, he feels bad for us because of the way that they're painting us to be fucking arrogant as shit. We're forcing all this stuff. When the American, he gave us more credit than the person that we traded him for. We should have gave him, released him, and made him a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Hell, I
Yeah.
would have just
That's
used
a
his skills.
yeah.
We could
I just use
Yeah.
his skills. Hey, you want
Definitely.
freedom? Work for us and get us some skills. Hell, I don't know.
Right.
But
I
So
his
think it works,
interview
but
that he
shit.
did
well,
when
look,
he got over there,
I gotta get into this here. All right now. It's all towards the same shit. But I started reading a piece of an article today. I think I might have sent it to FFN. I'm not sure. About Putin. What's the deal with cancer? Putin with cancer.
And
And you guys ain't ran into none of that.
a
that's
little bit, but it
and
fell
some
off.
people say, yeah, there's nothing that gains any traction on that for anybody to say whether it's real or if it's
I don't
BS.
think so. He said, like Donald's saying he's a dictator. Do you really think that information is going to get out? That's the ultimate sign of weakness. You got cancer.
Yeah, but we
Yeah,
talked about this like about a month or so ago, right here on the show.
Yeah, but
When they were talking heavily, when every word that came out of Putin mouth was had some kind of nuclear reference in it. And then we talked about it on the show. I said, what if that fucker ever got sick? He's got nothing to lose. He's going to die.
Oh, totally.
And now
Also finish off the first
hold on,
part of
please.
that where Biden was threatening the shit out of Putin.
Well,
So Putin stepped up and went, bitch, we got nukes.
It's not that I didn't mention it. It's kind of hard for me to picture Biden threatening anybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but whatever.
Does it just by talking and fucking not knowing what he's saying.
I really don't think if Putin was going to fire a nuclear weapon, he'd do it. If he
I
wants
don't
to do
think
it,
he
he's
would
going to
tell
do
us.
it.
No, of course he
And he's
wouldn't
not going
do
to say
it.
nothing to
He's
nobody.
alive.
There's nothing.
He's alive. Why would he do that?
Why?
As soon as he fires a nuclear weapon, it's gone. Everything's gone. That's it. There's no negotiating. The next button gets pushed. So, but I
Right,
could see
and-
him doing that on his fucking deathbed. You know what I mean? Because
Whatever.
he's dying. What does he care?
No.
He's dead.
I
So
don't
it's supposed
dead.
to be pancreatic cancer and Parkinson's disease.
See? There you go.
Okay,
It's
so
supposedly, but I haven't done anything. I'm just looking it up. There's no fact
Yeah, all
checking
right.
whatsoever.
So read it. Who
going
cares
on?
about the fact checking?
Fucking you should.
Apparently, no.
You're
That's not
trying
what I
to
mean
paint.
about
You're trying to
that.
paint a picture
I'm saying it in a
Putin
sense
has a
where the other guys
a red
didn't see it.
button next to him.
We're gonna have
And
to
as
use
soon
the
as he
H.
dies,
We're gonna have to
he's
use the
hitting that
H.
thing.
Yeah,
Blaze.
Chris, you might have a little delay, but we're gonna have to start using the H so we don't talk over one another. But go ahead, Donnie.
No,
It's the
Putin's
cold.
going to fire it. He's going to fire it. Don't worry about his deathbed or anything like that.
No,
That's
come
just,
on.
You,
It doesn't
no,
make
Blaze,
sense.
stop. You're
Doesn't,
trying
Donnie?
to dig for information where there's no information to dig.
There is,
Stop.
Donnie.
You're
is.
banging your shovel against a concrete hole, man. It just
No.
ain't going to dig, bro. Stop.
Nope.
Stop.
I'm telling you, if it was me,
let's talk about
if
all
it was
the money that we're
me,
giving to
if
Ukraine
it
to
was
fight that
me and I was
dumbass.
a murderous bastard like he was, and just have his mindset, say I'm going for a role to play fucking Putin. You know what I mean? And the whole idea of it is I'm dying.
And
I exist no more. What do I give a shit if
you
I
don't know
fire off
what's
a
in that
fucking
dude's
bomb?
head. Hey, he might want a bunch of Russian hotties and some vodka and go out in style. I don't know, man.
Right?
He might try to go out Scarface
When he's
style.
done,
I don't know, but
when he's done, he can push the
I'm
button.
just
I don't
telling you,
know
man.
either. I don't know either. But
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. There's
Right, this
more
day and
problems
age.
with
that's
nuclear
why
weapons.
we haven't been more aggressive
than
as we
Putin.
should have. What did we just give them? Almost $1 billion now. 1.7 billion.
Who's that? What are you
We're
talking
Gave
about?
them
to
like
Ukraine.
44 billion
Hey,
or
are you
some crap.
hearing this show, or are you busy doing text messages?
Nobody's hearing it. It ain't coming across.
Donald,
Hey, no, what?
answer.
I'm right here. I
Nobody
took a
can
seat,
see
man.
you.
I took a seat. Look, man, we want to talk about the package. What do you want? I took a seat because you guys were yapping your gums.
Oh, I can't anymore. You know what? Hey, listen.
Oh.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around for more of the rabbit hole. We'll be right back in about like 3 minutes, Donnie. you
Thanks,
ass.
Blaze.
Let me find this fucking thing now. On there somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'll play this one.
Ladies and Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the rabbit hole with yours truly, Mr. Blaizeman, Mr. D, Mr. Donnie, and Paco. So, look, we were talking about all of that, me with, fucking Putin, whatever. I mean, I'm just trying to make it to in a point where it's like it's scary. You know what I'm saying? To think that. What if he actually like thought of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why live life in fear like that?
Why would he feel like that?
Don't
Why
live in
live
fear.
life in fear like that?
He's not living life in fear. If he's
No, I'm
No,
living in
saying
you
fear,
are.
you
You are,
thinking that
Blaze.
way.
You are.
oh
You're
oh,
the one.
okay.
Yeah.
So what I've gathered on that break is it goes all the way back to like I could look at May 12th, 2022 of the rumors. I cannot legit find one thing that is claiming it that's like mainstream. It's all Mako.com. I don't trust New York Post at all with anything that they fucking post.
Okay, so
There is stuff on Fox Business that claim that he was seen with the IV marks on his hands while he was talking to soldiers.
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
The
I
Supreme Court, the Supreme Court temporarily keeps Title 42 in place. Is that good or bad?
That's a good thing.
That's
Have you
good.
read seen anything on the news? They estimate 18,000 people a day would come across these borders.
Yes.
El
And that was
El
18,000
Paso
people a day.
El Paso sector
Now,
process.
D,
Wait a
exactly.
minute.
If I could, D, I mean, you got to talk a little bit because you're from around that area. And
I
what does
want
it
to
look
make
like
sure
for
I'm.
you right
I
now?
want to make sure I'm yapping. I want to make sure
Yeah,
I'm
keep yapping
talking.
you dumb.
Exactly. Go ahead.
No,
Okay, take it easy.
all I wanted to say on the when Donnie made reference to the numbers is that the El Paso sector here processed 16,000 in 2 days.
Wow.
16,000. That's
But are
bigger
you
than
seeing any of that
communities.
yourself? Are you seeing any of that yourself?
I'm seeing a lot of movement, i.e., uh, reefer vans, trucks full of porta potties. I'm talking like convoys of them, like two or three in these
Right.
trucks. Yeah.
Right. You're almost on the front line, huh?
Yeah. I would say we are now
Wow.
this time.
Well, yeah, because it's
Shit.
getting worse.
The National Guard was here Christmas Day laying out Constantine wire. For,
Wow.
they're looking for a funnel.
Hey,
You know.
bro, do you think at any point, if you just, going to run an errand and stuff like that, and if you go by places like that, maybe you could get a little bit of a video for FFN, maybe just take a couple of pictures or something to that effect?
I don't know if I can go down there and be a good boy.
But, well, I want you to be a good boy because that would be great for the show. Um, I mean, I guess
Go
from
get
title,
locked up, D.
um,
You ever have a cock meat sandwich?
yeah, that's funny.
Shit. About
So,
time you did.
hey,
Blaze, season's greetings.
oh shit.
Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, definitely rated R show.
Mhm.
We have no children allowed to see it on any one of our
Oh
Are you
shit.
platforms.
kidding me? This is 2022. I'm not saying anything that ain't on regular television.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
that.
no,
Hey,
you're right, Chris.
New York rep
You're right.
elect, New York rep elected George Santos.
Hey,
He
the
ad- he
Portuguese from the Flint.
he admits to lying about his resume. I mean, this guy is so full of shit on his resume. Donnie, you want to take this?
I just don't know. I today, mark it on your calendar. Today's the day we condone lying to
We
get a
condone
position.
it.
We condone it because the Republican Party will not. They already said, yeah, he had a mischoice of words. He fabricated some stuff, but we're not going to do anything to him.
He
So
fabricated
you
his whole resume.
exactly you condone lying. So now anybody else watching says, shit, all I got to do is make up a good story and get in office, and then I'm good.
Right? Wait, that was an option?
Yeah. I'm
Fuck.
saying, that's
I
the
could have
precedent.
had like good job.
That's the precedent you set by letting this man continue on this being a politician. And then I mean, you tell me there's no law that says they can't. I mean, they can't impeach or remove this dude because you just lied about everything. So how are we gonna even trust that you're trying to do what's right?
Right, right.
Can I
What are
add?
your
How
But
can
no,
this
intentions?
is
D, you
crazy?
can. D's up. Go D.
Donnie, do you have a change of heart? That's what the Republicans plan on doing in January, investigating the shit out of him and start the impeachment process in the House.
Yeah.
Do they? Because what I heard today
I
on
mean,
the
are you good with that? Because last episode you were like, "Fuck no, hell no, that's the problem." You know, we
no, I
investigate,
am
we
with
don't
the
work on
problem.
problems.
No, I'm saying investigating something that's already been investigated 3 years and you found nothing, and to
No,
keep investigating that means nothing. If
Donnie,
you're going to
Donnie,
investigate this dude and get his ass out of there, by all means, investigate him, get some facts, but do it in a timely manner and make a decision. You don't drag the
they
shit on for
they
3 years
can't.
and you decide, oh, it's election time, it's not election time. Let me read. No, get the
No,
shit
it's
over with and quit wasting our time and
look.
our money.
Have you been scanning the Twitter files where they brought this
Twitter.
independent reporter came in? He doesn't belong to nobody. Uh, wow, the what the government did, i.e., FBI, CIA, Donald Trump presidency, Biden's presidency, how they paid Twitter to not post shit, and Trump was just as guilty with the COVID, and Biden tagged along as well because Biden ain't too smart, you know.
Right.
You
So
know,
that goes that.
they they it was the government and Blaze. If we go back in the FFN files, you talked about this, and I thought you were crazy.
Yes. Yes.
You
But that the
did,
government paid people to be quiet. Well, they've been doing that for years too.
Yeah.
That's not
yeah.
shocking.
But wait a minute, this is all new now. This social
Because
media
it's
crap.
technology.
Right.
All right, yeah. Yeah,
Wait a
you're
minute,
right.
get
You're
it,
right.
Chris.
No, you're right. You got it.
It's
Uh,
it. Is it child
Well,
time?
because what it's on social
Love you,
media now.
Chris.
It's different than what it was
There must
before.
be a
it's
sandwich coming
Is
towards
that
his way. He's
is
all
that what you're trying to say, dear?
discombobulated.
no, because I'm not trying to cut him off, but I'm also kind of agreeing with him at the same time. This is an age of technology war.
Right.
This ain't the old
Yes.
ways where in order to cover something up, you just brought somebody into the field and had them fall into a ditch. You know, now nobody could win anything. The only ones that are gonna make out on this war of technology, and it's gonna be way past our time. It's gonna be the ones that grew up knowing that you couldn't leave a picture around. It's gonna be the ones that grew up knowing not to leave some text, not to message your girlfriend or message your husband, message somebody, and say something vulgar or something bad. Like this, the way that they're covering up everything using social media, because I got neighbors down the street that don't have internet and they wouldn't believe the shit that I know because it's not what they're showing on TV. I got other neighbors that do have the internet, but because of their strange hatred for somebody, they refuse to listen to anything. Because the
I
devil
got
was
what you're
so
saying,
honest.
Chris. I got what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. If you're talking to somebody that, don't have Facebook or Google or anything like that, and you start telling them shit that and they're like, huh, what are you talking about? Um, that's why I don't understand how the media didn't control us even more back in the day when none of this shit was around.
They were.
They they didn't know how, dude. It's
Always one of the government's biggest things has been using media. Ever since
no,
TV came
Not
out,
as
they
much,
used
Chris.
media.
the
Yeah, not as
control.
much,
Well,
Chris.
I'm
The
only
government
40.
was.
I'm only 40, so I can only speak for the 90s and
You look
2000s.
about 27 to me, sir.
Oh, thank you. It must be the hairline, right?
No, it's it's the protruding
Donnie,
line.
leave that kid
What?
alone.
What, man? You guys are yapping your gums again.
No,
Because
Jesus.
we're
Anyway,
talking. The fuck?
anyways,
Get
that's what I'm
involved.
saying. You're yapping your gums.
Exactly,
You're
we're
yapping your gums.
talking. You know what it is,
Yeah, I
D?
was getting involved, and you
Is the
undercut me
oil
off.
didn't work with the joint. You know what I mean?
Technically,
So,
Okay,
I
whatever,
cut off D.
whatever. So
No, this
what?
is
Social
all right.
media,
So we're
it
gonna
exposes
implement
us
the
more.
H.
all
We're
right.
gonna implement the H, guys.
Before we start off, I like to identify myself as Jamaican. I want.
Okay, identify
No,
yourself
no,
as what?
I'm
no, no.
Jamaican.
Californian. You're an
I'm
African
Jamaican.
American Californian.
I
They're releasing
identify
that
that.
fucking package.
I identify as that.
I'll go
Okay,
get those
so
reparations.
we're talking about the internet and all that stuff like that. So TikTok has been banned on all house issued mobile phones.
On
So
government issues
the
for
chief
yeah.
administration officer of the House who issued this directive deemed the popular app a security risk. They're trying to ban it in the United States, period.
Well,
Again.
wait a minute. They were just
Donnie.
giving Trump shit for it fucking his last year, trying to get rid of it, calling him a conspiracy theorist.
I need
Well,
a.
they were calling him a racist, not a conspiracy theorist
I was
about it.
trying to
But
keep it,
yeah, no, but I got what you're saying. But yeah, they're trying to ban it again in the United States. So
yeah.
now
They
every maybe Donnie or D could answer this question. Now every House member, anybody who is involved with the government, gets a phone issued to them by the government.
no, no,
No.
no.
So AOC doesn't have an encrypted phone.
Oh, she
Yes.
probably does.
But she don't. I
Okay,
don't. Yeah.
But
is it just congressmen and
no,
senators and shit?
what I understand is he said he banned
Congresswoman
it
too.
on military equipment, i.e., military computers,
Yeah,
government computers,
yeah.
government cell phones, government iPads, anything government issued. You can't have TikTok on it.
So I
They
got a
can do that,
government
and
check
it's not.
for you, Donnie.
Well, okay, but that doesn't
No,
have TikTok.
seriously,
You can't
brother.
stream
No,
TikTok.
no. So me, Joe the soldier, it's my own phone, but I'm in the army and I use TikTok a lot. Can I have the app?
Yep, sure can, because you can't dictate what I can and can't have on my personal property.
But the reason why they're getting rid of this at the government level is because it's not but a data dump for the Chinese
Okay, so
Republican Party.
Exactly,
you can't put
exactly.
TikTok on your issued phone, but you
No,
had to ask permission to put it on your
No,
regular
no,
personal.
no, nope, no.
Okay, well somebody explain it.
What? It's. I have a government issued phone because I'm the first on for company A. So
TikTok.
I gotta be able to email from my phone, do all this stuff. So they gave me this government issued phone that I'm supposed to
Who's got
use for
their speaker
government
so
work.
loud?
I mean, that's government issued equipment. You can dictate what I can and can't do on it. My Verizon phone or my iPhone that I go get from Verizon, I don't give a shit. I'm in the army. You can't tell me what I can or cannot have on my personal property. You can tell me I can't bring that personal property on that installation, but are you going to go around and checking my stuff? No. You know what I mean?
D,
That's the
I'm
extent of the
sorry, Chris,
control.
you had your hand up.
Oh, all I was gonna say is, yeah, they might not be able to force you because it's like everybody's saying here, it's your personal phone. It's not a state issued phone. If it was their property, I could see them saying this ain't allowed to be used like that.
Yeah.
But they could, if they have it on their phone, they could stop their phone from coming in the building, couldn't they?
If you're going to
Hmm.
set up the TikTok police, sure, go ahead. They got more
If it's
time. They got
point, if
more
they want
important
to
time to
shut
do
them
with their
down,
time.
why not?
They
No,
got more
they're
important shit to do with their time. James?
no. It's the Trump presidency has been talking about this too, man. And all TikTok is a Chinese collaborate company out of Bangkok, China, whatever the hell it's from, and it's a data collection point for us, for them, from us on everything, fucking genders, fucking age, what we like, what
But
gets the
that's
most
any site
views.
that you ever go to and wherever that place is out
I
of.
I understand that, sir. I know, I totally. But
Now, there is a good point you could have
Facebook,
with it.
Twitter is raised here. We
It-
have more oversight on them. TikTok, in a foreign country, we have no oversight.
But if
Maybe a
you
couple
also
of
look,
filters.
at their TikTok versus our TikTok, their TikTok is educational for the children
Yes.
versus
Yeah,
our
they do
TikTok.
you don't
Yep.
see none of that in China on their
No,
TikTok.
on
None
their
of it.
TikTok, they're teaching the children how to get up and give the seat to who needs it more.
Right.
Like a pregnant woman comes on the bus, you'll see the boy get up out of the seat, sit the girl down, and then he puts his hand up for safety. He's holding the strap, and I watched this whole video of them doing it that way.
Yeah, so that's what their
Um,
TikTok is.
yeah,
That you know what I mean?
we got two
It's
different
absolutely
versions.
nothing like it is
Would
here in
would you
America.
would you like to see that TikTok version here, Chris?
Fuck yeah,
Would
I
you?
would love for my kids
Yeah,
to be able to learn. That's pretty much where they spend like 70% of their day is in front of the computer. Well, how, if you can't beat them, join them. I
Yes,
just know
sir.
they're not gonna play no "let's go to church" games and shit. But my kid, that's one of the ways I got him to learn how to read so quick. Everybody was like, "Oh, you got to put him in a book." No, watch this. Daddy, what did this say? Well, I'll help you this time. Daddy, what does this say? Figure it out and you find out what to do. Sooner or later, they started reading and reading and reading more because they needed to play the game and they needed to beat the game and they needed to understand the game. There's like about the equivalent of 3 books. A regular book, 280-page book. There's about equivalent of 3 books in every video game if the
Cool.
kids read the game.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I mean
Back to
that's how they
life.
learn. That's
all
how they
right.
learn at school
So
anyway. So.
this is hey guys, I got to put this up. Maybe we could talk a little bit about some sports for a few minutes here. And JJ Watt is retiring from the NFL after this season.
He just had
What?
he just had
I can't hear you.
oh he just had a or a picture of him with his wife and the baby on the sideline today.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that up for a quick second there, and
What happened there?
I took it down. I took it down.
Okay.
It's all good. Um, so
I
yeah,
identify
I mean,
as
Donnie had
Jason
a point
Tatum.
earlier. Donnie had a point earlier.
See,
Uh,
I can't hear the video.
I didn't.
There was
I
no
had the
sound.
sound off. I had the sound off.
Oh, all right.
It was just music playing in the background, anyways.
Mm.
Donnie, you were saying he defined or changed a little bit of what the defensive end does for football, right?
Yes, he redefined that position. He took what Reggie White did about being able to just burrow through people, speed around tackles, push through tackles, take double teams, still get through. He took what Reggie White did and he just enhanced it. And he brought a bigger skill set, a defensive end that you were like, it wasn't a mismatch for a running back anymore. That's not a mismatch for him.
Yeah.
That he can cover that running back out the field. The way he played the position, reading, stopping, holding 3 dudes up. Seen that dude holding 3 dudes up at one time. Then he goes and he jumps up and he tips the ball because he's smart enough to recognize I can't get through. Now
Right,
everybody, they focus their game around what J.G. Watt was doing.
right.
That dude changed a lot of people.
So what you're saying is a lot of defensive a lot of teams changed their defense because of the way J.J. Watt redefined the defensive end,
Well,
right?
No, they
defenses
changed the
changed the way they
offensive.
did.
The offensive
Offenses,
line,
they
how they
changed what they,
pull.
yeah.
Right, right,
They're
right.
gonna they're gonna game plan around J.J. Watt. On a defense, when you talk about people that change games, you got Deion Sanders. He used to cut down a half of a field, a third of a field. He didn't throw
Correct.
over there, but every blue moon because you knew, well, I got to overthrow it or it's got to be perfect or it's going to be gone. Same way with
Right.
J.J. Watt. They looked at him, and when he was the Texans, too, they'd be like, oh, well, let's focus everything around J.J. Watt, and then we'll let somebody else beat us. I
Gotcha.
mean, that's the way he changed it. Kids grew up looking, I'm going to play like J.J. Watt.
Right. I got you. All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for more of the rabbit hole, and we'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to do a little bit of Ukraine, the war in
Oh,
Ukraine,
nice.
and all of that
Ace
fun stuff
packet.
like that, ladies and gentlemen. So stick around for more of the rabbit hole, and we'll be back in exactly 3 minutes.
Ladies and Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the rabbit hole right here with yours truly, Mr. Blaizeman, Mr. D, and Mr. Donald. Special guest tonight, Crispy Falco, which is not in his chair right now.
He's eating a
But
steak.
he's eating something.
Mhm.
So we'll wait for Crispy to come back, but that
What?
is neither here nor there. So Russia claims it shot down Ukrainian drones nearing airbase deep in Russia. So and I seen some photographs of they hit that airstrip, over there in Russia. Um, Russia's not happy with us giving them 1.7 billion dollars in aid, military
Oh,
aid,
yeah, they're going to be really upset about what comes in that package too.
and Donnie.
Oh, the Russians going to be really pissed off when it comes to that aid package. I got 1.85 because Apparently, 1 billion was coming from a presidential drawdown of security assistance. I guess they're giving away some old equipment that we don't use or we had in the inventory.
Right.
Okay, well, I'd like to know what our return is on this equipment. I mean, they got to be doing something. You can't be just giving this shit away like this. There's no way. You got to get some kind of return. So I wish they'd let us know. But what came in the package, the capabilities, it says one Patriot air defense battery with munitions, additional HIMARS rockets, which are high mobility artillery rocket systems. Don't really know what those do a lot, but 500 precision guided 155 Mike artillery rounds, 10 120 millimeter mortar systems, and 10,000 rounds, 10 82 Mike motor systems, 10 60 Mike motor. Wow, they're giving away a lot of motor stuff. MRAPs, Humvees, utility trucks, armored, high-speed anti-radiation missiles, HARMs. Wow, they're giving them a lot of good stuff. Demolition.
Damn.
Hey, but the only thing they have to understand is that Patriot missile. There's going to be a serious learning curve, and they're talking 6 months. If the guys are smart, Blaze, I did a little time with the air defense folks, and that's not too simple of a system to operate. Would you say, Donnie? And Donnie has a lot more experience on this type of weaponry.
It's it's not. Yeah, it's pretty hard to operate. I mean, as far as the timing and everything, and knowing whether it's a SHORAD, a HIMAD missile, the different kinds. Yeah, that it takes a lot. But to train, if they go out and train 6 months straight, they can get it done if you get the right people.
Yes.
It can be done. Are they going to be and we got to understand what Patriot missiles do. They don't have direct contact. They blow up before they hit their target, and then they do like it's like a big shotgun in the sky.
Right.
You see the spray, right?
Right.
But what was Putin's major problem with when this was first starting off? What was one of his major problems? Patriot batteries bordering his borders.
Yes.
American missile
Yes,
systems.
Donnie. Good
on
call,
his
Donnie.
border.
Donnie, hold up. And Donnie is so right. Because at that time, Donnie, and don't lose where you're at. At that time, it was real hyped up for us to be entering that war if we get the Patriot missile. Now, Donnie, continue, please.
No, but that was his problem and why he kept
Yes.
pushing. He was about they can't join NATO because he knew exactly. Call him what you want to call it, but this is probably what he knew was going to happen. F around with these people, and they get a chance to join NATO, and I'm gonna have Patriot missiles, and I'm gonna have all these weapon systems pointing directly at my border, all from Europe on down, and they're gonna be pointing at my border, and then I'm not gonna have the capabilities to defend myself. Because
Pretty
now he's
much
gonna
like
feel
fucking
surrounded.
Cuba in the United States in the 60s.
Yeah, now he's gonna feel surrounded.
Yeah.
Because he's got Alaska and all that over there, and the big Pacific fleet coming at him from that side. He's got everybody coming from Europe. So now we're going to give him more. But my problem is this. I think it goes best with the meme Jim put up in the group chat we have about, you got Zelensky over there, the president of Ukraine. He's just calling Biden asking for the credit card because he's just running it up. I mean, how much more are we going to give them? How much more is the rest of the world giving them to support this fight? And once again, at what point are we going to continue to let this carry on through winter when we know it's cold as shit over there? How about we go in and we end this collectively as a group? Because you want to sit here and fight collectively as a group. Well, then collectively come together and figure out how you're going to end this because nobody wins from this. We're going nowhere. Economies across the globe are fucking hurting and dying. People are dying because they can't get enough to eat. We can't get money, right? Prices are through the roof across the globe, but we're going to still help fund the war? What do we really need to be a part of?
Nope. No, we don't. Let me show this little quick video here so some of our viewers can get an idea of what we're talking about here. This will be with sound.
air base hundreds of miles inside Russia, killing 3 Russian personnel on the ground after it was shot down. Now, just days before, on Christmas Eve, Russia launched a deadly assault on civilians. CBS's Ian Lee reports tonight from Kyiv.
A security camera appears to capture the final moments of a Ukrainian drone deep inside Russian territory. The Russians claim to have shot it down, with the falling debris killing 3 soldiers. The target appears to be Engels Air Base, more than 300 miles from the border with Ukraine and home to Russia's long-range strategic bombers. It's the second time this month the base was targeted. State TV reacted to the attack with a warning. She says Russia will seek revenge by launching more strikes against Ukrainian infrastructure. But on Christmas Eve, Russia gave no excuse for shelling Kherson, killing at least 10 civilians. Russia also reportedly used incendiary bombs to shower the city with white phosphorus, although we can't verify those claims. Moscow falsely claims this war's aim is to defeat Nazis, something not lost on Ukraine's Jewish community as it celebrates Hanukkah. Victoria Gurman tells me Putin is a Nazi and is the only person who needs to be destroyed. The family felt safe in Ukraine until Russian troops invaded last February. The Federation of Jewish Communities of Ukraine quickly evacuated them. They eventually returned to the land they love.
Do you blame Putin?
So there you have it. It's affecting. That's what makes it hard to say don't send them aid. Well, when you see these families, going through what they're going through.
Hey,
Go ahead, D.
no, Blaze. But then it makes me think, why are we only concerned with these folks, not the Yemeni folks or the folks in Syria? Is it religion? Is it skin tone? It just makes me think because they're going through the same struggles too.
Right?
Like the good man said, man, peace on earth. It didn't say, just we have to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
peace here and not
yeah,
peace there. Come on,
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. I got you. Everywhere else could be peace, but for not you right now. And look at what the Taliban did. The Taliban goes and starts saying that women can't go and do any of that shit. Go to college and all that stuff like that. Go, Donald.
Oh, I can tell you why it's in Ukraine, because that's where they can extract the most money, because that's where the biggest pot of money is to extract. That's why I'm saying how much more money do they need to extract out of the economy and the taxpayer for this war? I'm sorry, I can't see any other reason to keep going. I know it sucks. People are gonna die, but I just don't know how much more the taxpayer can handle on this.
Donnie,
Think about it.
you sound like the most of the majority of House Representatives, the Republicans, man. They're all saying, hey, when's it going to stop? When is it
Right.
going to stop? It's
All right, D. I got to cut you. That's Flacco's H. Go ahead, Flacco.
good.
So the whole reason why I haven't given a shit about this war is because I think it's all about money. You say it's spending money. I think that they're doing it to gain money. What they could gain from it after it's all said and done, the whole reason why Ukraine and Russia are not getting along is because Russia is building the pipeline out from there to Germany, which is excluding Ukraine. At the same time, every single pipeline runs through Ukraine. But after everything that we did, that this country did, I can't say we because I know none of us did it. After everything the people of this country did with destroying stores, breaking statues, just pretty much causing riots, making freaking Chicago look like Somalia. Right? After everything that we did, now all of a sudden this war starts up. We really have no beef. It's more of a, civil war when you really think about it. It's been going on ever since. So it's a long civil war. But the Ukraine armies openly have neo-Nazi militants. that have their own groups that fight for Ukraine. There was I was trying to find it, can't really find it, but I watched it, a whole entire documentary on them from 2014. And this is the country that now we're supposed to go defend. Not for nothing is this like not my generation. My generation would have more been like what the Gulf War. No, not even Afghanistan would have been my generation. Um, but would this be like the millennials' generation of Vietnam without the drafts and all that stuff?
You know, and I'll say this real quick. The first thing Biden's going to say when he's sending this aid, and they'll make reference to no boots on the ground, and the media saying there is boots on the ground, blah blah blah, is that Biden, he has a lot on his plate, especially with that nasty ass Afghanistan withdrawal. He does not want any more blood from a soldier on his hands. That's all I got.
Okay, he doesn't want any more blood on his hands, but you're still sending
Donnie,
U.S. troops to go train, and you're sending aid packages. You don't. They just don't
as it,
show up over there, and you say, "Here you go." You know damn well it doesn't happen like that. You
I
know it
got
doesn't.
I got all that, Donnie, but they're not in harm's way, man.
Well, I know they're not. So of course
They're
it's
not
all
in
good for
harm's
Biden.
way. Yeah,
So,
exactly. I
of
mean,
course
that's
it
his
is.
defending. That's his. He'll say, "I'd rather send billions of dollars than lose one soldier's life out there."
Right,
And
right,
then,
and
and you know something, with all this movement going on, there's probably been some serious accidents, maybe a serious incident, with death or amputation. Yeah, was it an American? Hell yeah.
but they were there on their own. When to take Chris's comment, yeah, there's little groups that they're trying to carve out their own way. You look at the little groups from eastern Ukraine that saying they want to be a part of Russia. They were trying to fight and do their thing. That's what
Yeah.
this ends up in. And you look at the last 4 wars, 5 wars we've been in. If you want to go back to Vietnam, what happened after we left? What happened? Little fascist groups went to go take power, and they've been fighting amongst each other for since it's happened, right?
Right.
Well, since somebody went over there and made a peace treaty.
Yeah, pretty much. So once again, where is it that the Americans? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love America. I'm not trying to live anywhere else, but let's be honest about our history.
No,
We
don't
keep
get me
trying to
wrong.
figure
I
out.
will fight for this country, for this land. I just have
Right.
no desires for fighting for my government right now.
Right, exactly. There's so many people that feel that way. And that's what I'm saying. Let's be honest about our government. Our government isn't this squeaky clean, oh, here it is. No, all their dirt's coming out through social media now. You can't hide it anymore. Just like the little Santos dude that fabricated his whole entire resume. He
Right.
fabricated his whole thing, and he still got elected. You mean to tell me not once did one of his opponents go fact check him and call him out on that? But that's the kind of people
I don't
we're.
know. Did you watch the freaking
No, because there's no value to that to me. There's no value to it. It's like I'm gonna watch this idiot go ahead and use some really high term, use this thesaurus and found some really $5 words to say I'm a liar and I was stupid, but haha, I still got in and I'm gonna be a millionaire when I get done. Haha, that's basically what that dude's saying.
So you got proof too that they don't fact check shit. Just go look at
No,
the
no,
what is it, the DNC,
but right,
Democrat National Convention that they
right.
had. Friggin' AOC Cortez straight up said that she nominated Bernie Sanders when they were nominating Biden.
Right, but
Friggin' there was so much stuff on that was fact checked, that was, you could just fact check it using the computer, like you're saying. It's like right there. And how did he get into that position is amazing. I don't know. I wish I
right,
would have
but
thought. I wish I wasn't taught that it was a crime to lie on your job application, and it automatically
yeah, I guess that
exterminates
doesn't.
your contract.
I guess
All
that doesn't
right.
And at least
happen.
that's what I always thought.
I guess that doesn't happen in politics, but I mean the same with Ukraine. How much more do they need to extract? How much more does the taxpayer need to fund that? And if you really want to talk numbers, start telling me how much the rest of these nations are pulling in to the UN to help fund this war. I want to know that answer too, because so many times is it, yeah, everybody talks a good game. They throw some stuff up there. But as we can see now, how long has it been going on? Almost 9 months?
Yes.
A year? Yeah. And I don't hear about aid packages coming from Germany and Poland and all these other nations.
Right.
Well,
So
from what I hear, a lot of the
given?
European countries,
Who else is
they
giving?
get stupid because they know Ukraine just started being
Santa Claus.
the good son. You
Yeah,
know,
I hear that,
started.
I hear
it
that.
wasn't good beforehand.
You know, but go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that Ukraine wasn't good before. Like they just started, you know, being like obeying by like the world laws, the United Nations laws. Like they just started. Otherwise, they have for the last 40 years, they've been playing dirty as shit too.
Exactly.
Yes.
There should be a reason why most of the other nations haven't voted them in. They have a reason. Let's do some research and find out why. But no, not us. We're going to go keep throwing money and call all kinds of equipment at them. We're just going to keep throwing it at them. And I really like to know what the return is. What are we getting back from this?
Well, look at when Trump was in there, and Trump had to go, listen, this is what we're paying. This is what everybody else in here pays. So just imagine it going right back.
That's what exactly. In Trump, people fucking, oh, he's crazy, stupid orange man or whatever. That's all the guy was doing. He's like, hey, the United States pays like 40%, you know, and you only pay 6%. Come on. You know what I mean? He wanted everybody to be fair down the line.
All right, with all the Donald Trump rules and shit, the going rate for GDP for NATO membership is 2% of your GDP was to go into the military, and he found out that countries weren't even putting 1% into their military.
Right.
That's why he wanted to pull out of the United Nations, and everybody balked him. You can't do that. You can't do that. But he's like, no. That's why he pulled out from the World Health Organization, the WHO. He's like, no, we fund that, and nobody else does anything. He's like, no, this is a global entity. Well, guess what? Everybody needs to help pay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way it was explained and the way it came across in the media, it just got blown out of proportion. And once again, just like this administration, Trump's administration didn't have anybody that was smart enough not to yap their gums and talk some shit and, you know, talk out of their fourth point of contact and get, you know, more problems created than they did solutions. Same shit happens here.
Right. All right, guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land. All right, our next segment, we're going to start off with a video, and we're going to hold on it. This will be our last segment of the evening. I'd like to thank everybody tuned in tonight, and stick around. Don't forget to like, share us, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And let's check this out, guys.
Yeah, and I just got one announcement. That was a great commercial promo, the Neutral Corner. And what Mr. Souza underlines at the end of being able to text, chat, this program also has them options as well. Thank you,
Absolutely. And we got some here, and before the end of the night, I'll pop them up so everybody could take a read. Let's see. Okay, so here we go, boys. Let's check.
Tonight, disgraced crypto entrepreneur Sam Bankman-Fried released from federal custody, wearing an ankle monitor, to await trial on fraud charges that prosecutors called a crime of epic proportions, alleging $8 billion of customer funds missing. He's indicted on 8 counts that can send him to prison for life. Bankman-Fried posted a $250 million bond, co-signed by his parents and secured by their home in Northern California, where SBF will be under house arrest. Prosecutors called it the largest ever pretrial bond they were aware of. His alleged victims looking at this are not going to be happy that he's freed.
The thing is, he's not free. He's on house arrest, which is essentially jail, just jail at home.
In court, the former FTX CEO only heard saying, "Yes, I do," when the judge asked if he understood the consequences of not following the rules, a warrant for his arrest. Prosecutors said Bankman-Fried's decision not to fight extradition and to return to the U.S. from the Bahamas where he lives factored into their decision to offer him bail. Overnight, investigators turning up the pressure, announcing 2 top business partners agreed to plead guilty to multiple fraud charges and cooperate with the investigation. And the U.S. Attorney had this message to other employees of Bankman-Fried's companies.
If you participated in misconduct at FTX or Alameda, now is the time to get ahead of it. We are moving quickly, and our patience is not eternal.
Bankman-Fried has not yet entered a plea. Once he leaves New York, the judge restricted any further travel to Northern California and set his next court date for January 3rd.
All right. So there you have it. So my question is where did his mom and dad come up with $250 million? Are his parents super rich like that?
Well,
No, I don't think they are. I know they're both professors from Stanford, I believe it is.
So they're definitely not. Definitely not. Look, if all I'm saying is, if all this money's gone, where did the 250 million come from?
well, I don't think you have to put up the whole 250 million in the case. I think you only have to put up a certain percentage.
10%.
Yeah, so they can put their house up against that. So that's how they do that. That's not uncommon for people to put their houses up against bail.
So
That happens all the time.
I could. They asked me that.
Huh?
They asked me that if I own any property.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you that. But my
The
thing
more
is
property
though,
you own, the higher your bill will be, and some
yeah.
people have to put it up.
Okay, but again, where did 250? Okay, 10%.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Why even say that? What's the bill? Why even say that?
Wait, first off, where did he get arrested? Was it New York?
No, it was Bahamas, and the kid was dying to leave the Bahamas jail and to come to the United States.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the kid
Oh,
knew
yeah.
he would get bail. Bail. No, he knew it. He knew it.
Yeah.
No, he knew what was waiting in the Bahamas prison. There's a show on Netflix that tells you about all the dangerous prisons in the Bahamas. Have one of the worst that the inmates run.
Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah.
shit. But
what exactly is this kid on fraud for? This is what I want to understand. Because you're telling I don't understand the whole philosophy. Somebody explain it to me. He went for FTX to make this cryptocurrency. They took all this money that everybody went and bought this cryptocurrency with. Like any other investment that takes you at risk of failing and losing your money. So he took their money, he bought all kinds of lavish houses, and he was a dumbass with their money and didn't invest it right to make money. So now he's getting sued and he's getting thrown in jail because he did what any marketing campaign does. He asked you for your money. He convinced you that it was a good idea to invest that money. And now you lost your money, so let me sue you? I really don't
they said he has
understand
it set up as his Ponzi scheme. They say it's the biggest Ponzi scheme than NATO.
But
You know
what is
what
a
I'm
Ponzi
saying?
scheme? Ponzi scheme is nothing more than a very sophisticated marketing tool to try
Right.
to get your money.
So you rip people off.
I don't really see.
With deceptive practices.
Right.
What deceptive practices?
Want to buy
do they
this
do?
land? It's great land. You get to the
Exactly.
land, it's
I
swamp.
convince you on how that land is worth something to you, and then you give me fucking $1 million and invest in me, and I say, okay,
It is
We're
supposed
gonna-
to be illegal. Never mind immoral. You're pretty much fully knowing that. Never mind. It sounds like this guy was taking the money and buying houses. You're not supposed to take your client's money and buy
yeah, he was
stuff
right.
yourself,
He was
Okay,
just
but
unless
did
it's like a paycheck from him.
he was just
Right, but-
taking the money and not doing anything with it but spending it.
okay,
Technically, wouldn't that be
he got caught.
embezzlement?
But he got caught. So
Yes.
when you do that through any other kind of trading platform like E-Trade or say Fidelity or any of these other trading platforms, you do the same thing when you invest and you say, hey, I'm going to buy some stock in, say, Apple, and it's going to make me money. Well,
They
Apple
can't
goes
lie to
shit.
you about it, though. They can't lie to you. They can't make something up about Apple. They got to tell you the fucking truth.
Well, okay, so did he tell the truth? What did he do? That's what I'm asking. What's the specifics? Because right now, everything I see on the news.
Again, we just said to you, we're selling you land, but we're not really giving you fucking nothing.
We're giving you swamp.
We're giving you shit.
Okay.
We're sending you pictures of a nice
Okay.
piece of property,
Okay.
but when you sign the paper, that's not what we're giving you. Like Chris
But that's-
said, there'll probably be a mush pad back there and say, "Here,
That's my. Isn't that my responsibility to do a little more investing and making sure?
Well,
I mean, come on now.
absolutely, but not everybody's
Well,
like that, Donnie.
right,
So
but
you're taking
no,
advantage of people. You're
I
taking
think there's
advantage.
I think there's a bunch of boo-hoo, woo-hoo me. I lost a lot of money, so let's get a class lawsuit and we'll sue this kid simply because we caught him doing some shit. That's
I
what I
don't
think
know.
happened. So
You think so?
better. Yeah.
D,
That's what I think this is gonna set up.
D,
Now,
come
when
on,
it
get
came out,
up,
no, when it
stretch your
came out
fucking
of
arms and sit forward and talk. Let's go.
no, I'm
Well,
resting on my brain right now.
Oh my
hmm
Um,
gosh.
This is when we lose them.
no, these guys were just yapping good though, Donnie.
Oh God, you fucking busting Donnie on that all night.
No, he had a fiscal responsibility with his clients, man.
Right,
A
right.
fiscal
Right.
responsibility, and he dipped in the breadbasket until it was
Gone.
he pulled out the ice cream before it was ready to be served.
Right.
Motherfucker went shopping in Pelosi's freezer.
Yep.
Yeah. But you
Yes,
don't think for a
sir.
minute this guy's gonna come back with some great lawyer and say, well, those were investment properties. That's why we bought all those houses.
Hey,
Depends
listen,
how much
listen.
money he has.
Come on now.
But
You know
listen,
They're
damn
gonna
well.
block all of his bank accounts and not give
listen.
him
All right,
access.
and this guy's got this guy's got high-powered lawyers. Who's paying for that if all the money's gone?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's
That
gonna
probably
need a defense. He's gonna need
no.
a defense lawyer.
Yeah,
You
he's
got
I'm
part of
sure.
it.
I'm sure
Tom Brady's
Brady.
part of it.
I'm sure Brady. No, Brady's an investor. He's not. He didn't own none of the
He
companies.
was pitching it so other people would invest in it as well.
Exactly, but he
So
got
that's where
fucking
he's guilty as association
no,
because he was
no,
pitching
because
it to sell it to
all he
them.
can say is he got duped just like everybody else did.
You say that, but if there's a contract
You
on how
know,
much money he's gonna make in return, I can understand him saying, like, I had no fucking clue. He fucked me over too.
exactly. That's
But
exactly what
at
his
the same
lawyers are going
point,
to say.
we're
Donald, go ahead.
in D's point. Why would one person get to clear ignorance, but the other one couldn't declare ignorance?
Exactly. So that's what Tom Brady will claim in ignorance, like everybody else will. Donald.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt for a minute if Brady's lawyers aren't paying for his lawyers. Because I agree with Demas and Chris. All them high-speed superstars that were doing them commercials, Matt Damon and Tom Brady, they're doing all these commercials. They're going to say they got paid for a marketing deal. Just like they get paid for when they market, they do
Exactly.
commercials for Nike and everybody else. So that's what
Exactly.
they're going to say they're getting paid for.
I don't know
But
what this
I'll be-
fucking kid was doing buying out. I have no idea.
You can't tell me that some of them superstar billionaire, rich ass $100 million Tom Brady
Of
type
course,
shit,
bro. Everybody's
they're
got their
paying for
hands
this
in
guy.
something.
So they don't want to get their hands dirty. And the fact that the Senate leadership fund is tied to this dude, you don't think for a
Right.
minute there's somebody else that's helping him out, doing some
Right.
pro bono work? Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. This is where the lawyers are
This
coming
dude ain't
from.
going nowhere.
Somebody had to put up the 250 million.
Yeah.
I know,
They-
only 10%. Yeah, I know, but still.
This kid ain't going. He ain't getting no crimes. If anything, he's going to get a couple of years in a, minimum security prison, and they're going to count his house arrest, and that's about all that's going to happen. And he still and his parents are going to still live in some great homes and have a good life because they kept their mouth shut and they took one for the team.
Right. D?
No, I agree with everything Donnie says, and he'll probably move to Australia and try to hustle them group of people.
He's got the skin for it.
Yep. Yep.
Baco?
Oh no, I'm pretty much. I said what I said about it. I don't really see. To me, it's just more wasted space in my head to deal with that shit. I never bought into Bitcoin.
All right. You wanted to ask some of the people's thoughts or something to that effect.
Oh yeah. So,
Then after we listen to Crispy with this, then we'll go on and look at some of the comments. Go ahead.
what are you thinking about Sam Brinton?
Don't know who he is. D?
And Britain. Sam Britton.
Okay, he's Biden's nuclear waste official that's been
Yes,
arrested
yes.
numerous
Looks
times
like a
for stealing luggage at the
yeah,
airport. Woman's
No way. He's a fucking
bags.
yeah,
klepto.
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
send you.
He dresses like a woman.
He's the bald guy. I'll send you the thing, but he's the bald guy that dresses as a woman. You know the movie? Well, there's memes going around with Jason Bourne, and they're subbing this guy's face on it.
Yeah. Okay. Who
So
is he?
I'm about to send it to you. He's Biden's nuclear waste official.
Right.
And I guess this is the second time he has been caught stealing luggage when he gets to his destination. I just sent it to you. Yeah, I was wondering if you knew him because I don't know. I thought that, like, do you still do you still is it all right to rag Navy? Okay, can we still
Oh,
rag the Navy?
oh yeah, man.
Oh, okay, but
It,
that's where he started doing his, shows and stuff. Is on the ship. You know what I mean? That's where he got his courage to wear the dresses and do all that.
right. So I just sent
but
it to you, Blaizeman, under
but
the Blaze account.
here's what I don't understand about that dude. It's not like it's the first time he's been under some kind of scrutiny when he's been under, in the White House as part of the administration. And yet, where is it? Please, somebody tell me that they've talked to him and been like, hey, man, you represent this administration, the White House, the American public. You can't be doing this. But it doesn't seem like that's happened. It's been like, hey, well, go do your thing, have a good time, and we're just going to put up with your bullshit and let you embarrass us all the time. I don't understand that.
Hey, go put on your little red dress, go to the gala, and go sit at the table and make sure you smile directly into the camera while everybody's actually acting natural. Make sure you focus on the camera. I was just wondering.
This can't be this guy.
Yes,
that's him.
That's the person. And once again, it's
guy,
like, where are we going to set the standard?
What is he in charge of?
What does it look like he's in charge of?
He's in charge of nuclear waste. Some nuclear waste department or some crazy ass shit like that.
Same thing he bathes in.
It sounds like one of them token titles because you give that to your nephew or whoever or your brother or somebody that wanted a 6-figure job because you felt sorry for them, or it was because they've just been a good old boy and been a part of the team, so you give him some bullshit job. But I mean, if this dude went out and broke the law and he's stealing things, and at what part does any kind of conduct come into play and say, hey, you can't have that conduct and work here? Where's the reprimands? Nobody from the Democratic side has come out and said, hey, we're going to talk to him. I mean, nothing. It's just he's out there flapping the Jesus on his own. That goes to show me what this administration does.
This guy right here looks too fucking happy about him.
That looks like what's his name that used to play for the Orioles, but I know it's not him.
Cal Ripken.
Yeah, that looks like Cal Ripken, but
that's harsh.
That's probably not him.
I don't think he's too happy of.
I wouldn't be either. I don't care about the way he's dressed, but his conduct. That's what I'm talking about. His conduct.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. That's the dude, and he goes to work like that.
Yeah, I sent you 2 more pictures. You didn't look at them. So he doesn't take his luggage with him because he doesn't want to pay for the luggage. So fully knowing that he does not never took luggage on the plane, he goes to the carousel. Not does he just take somebody's bag. He got caught because he tried to steal a $5,000 carry-on fucking bag. That was like this big name. And I think it was in Italy.
No.
Yes,
this dude does not go to fucking work like this.
That he works for your government.
That is your White House administration. Come on, Blaze. Biden said, he personally said, hey, there's going to be this type of person in this spot, this type of person. And he named off LGBTQ plus type stuff, and he said, I'm going to do a female for this and that. He based his cabinet off sexual, gender, preference, race, all that. What do you think?
I don't know what I'm fucking looking at. You're telling me this dude, I assume he's a transgender, right?
No, he's a straight up dude.
He's a straight up dude, but likes to dress like a woman, and actually goes to the White House or whatever and works there, or whatever.
In dresses. I was trying to find her in her whatever the fuck it is in the Navy dress.
Don't be shocked. This is what we voted into office.
I'm shocked.
Why?
You didn't know that this has been in charge of your trash.
This person's been in charge of waste disposal, getting rid of our trash and making sure we're doing the right things, recycling it, and all this other good stuff. Come on, Blaze.
Wow.
They can go and get caught to breaking the law, trying to steal, and just nothing happens. I mean, accountability.
And he's got a fetish of stealing airline bags.
Well, I don't know if it's a fetish, but it was the second time he did it. I think he just didn't want to carry the thing on. But he took all the clothes out of the bag, put them in the hotel. When he came back to the airport, the security picked him up right there. As soon as he walked back into the airport, they were already waiting for him.
So wait a minute.
And this was already wishy-washed? Hands were...
No, she's got... whatever the fuck it is definitely... I think she's already been released. Pretty much, they told her to step down for a little bit, like, back up.
Nice.
And stuff. I don't know if she's still in there.
Donald?
So, you're telling me that this individual wasn't smart enough to say, hey, I got away with it. Let me stay clear of the scene of the crime. No, we went back to the scene of the crime, which is the airport, to watch or try to put something back.
No, she was in Italy. She had to come back.
Oh, wow.
All right, can we not say she? Because you screw me up when you say she.
Hey, I'm not. My brain already processed she. All right.
Okay.
I've seen Carnival. They
open
have
that one up, boys.
Yeah.
I want to open it up.
No, I'm not.
Open this one up. This is a freak from hell. This is a Canadian shop teacher.
Yep.
Wait a minute here.
This is the Gazumba Gate.
One fucked up thing at a time. Holy shit! I don't know what I'm looking at.
Then I don't know.
Oh my fucking god!
Yep. It's got areolas like Volkswagen tires.
Bro, who is this person?
That's a dude.
Somebody with some really big stuff that is just not. It's gonna hurt the back, man.
She's
Wait a minute. I'm asking a legit question. Who is this person?
I don't know.
She is a shop teacher from Canada. She does woodwork. She's doing this to try to save her job because before her job was in jeopardy of being fired. So she's playing this gender thing now.
Are those real?
No. Oh man,
they're connected. You can smack them around and kick them and all that fun shit. But no, those are definitely not real.
No, I know. Are they
Hollywood
implants?
real.
Maybe I should have said implants.
Yes,
I don't think doctors will do that. That's triple Z.
That's bad. That's bad, man. That's gotta hurt the back.
I remember Twin Peaks. Hers was a saggier.
Yeah,
Twin
but
Peaks was bigger, wider.
I don't care about who Twin Peaks is. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
You see it right there in front of you.
But this is a woman, right?
No, it's a man. It's a man.
What do you mean? All right, wait a fuck.
It has a penis.
You guys gotta stop playing with Blaze's mind, man. He's gone. He's too far gone now. You gotta stop messing with his mind, man.
It's a man.
Are you fucking with me?
No. The man can't handle it, guys.
Dude, how much of the world do you know? This is the shit that's really
I'm
going on.
only asking the fucking simple question. This is a man, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have no
And
And
that
clue.
those,
other one
and
was
he
the
had
man
plastic
too.
surgery done to
No,
put those
no,
there.
no. This is like a strap on.
Oh, okay, it's fake.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
And he is doing this. Why?
To prevent him from getting fired from being a shitty
Okay,
teacher.
right. So he probably sucked at his job. So he figures now if he
Yep.
does this weird
Exactly.
shit,
Yep.
he can say, "Oh, you fired me because of I'm this and I'm that,
Trans-
whatever." Yeah,
transgender.
yeah, yeah.
That shouldn't save
Uh,
nobody.
then,
And
then I
that
t-
this
then I
right
tell you they
here,
were big as Volkswagen caps.
Jesus Christ, this right here, right, should be escorted across that street over there. Looks like there's wilderness over there, and just put out the pasture. That's just me. That's just me. Unless it's absolutely intelligent on his part, and he really ain't like this at all, but he knows if he does this, he's got a chance to keep his job. You know
Yeah,
what I
but what kind
mean?
of job? Why would the fuck would you want to stay at that type of job and have to deal with that type of shit? Just move the
I
fuck
don't.
on with your life, you coward.
Hey,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the
You don't
the
know the
parents.
situation. You don't know that.
So it's basically what Donnie's always saying: speak your voice at these school board meetings, and it's the parents against the school board. That's what's even driving this even more. The parents are like, "Come on, the joke's over," and the school board's like, "He does have a right in the country of Canada to identify that way."
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, fuck
Right.
Canada right now. I'm 5 minutes
Right.
from there, and I can't even get fucking baby town off for my baby.
Really? It's that
Yeah,
bad?
dude, they're fucking like I have a couple of friends that are in Canada right now. Like everybody that lives up there that I talk to, they all told me how bad their prices are. Pretty much them coming over the Rainbow Bridge, pretty much they're spending like 30 cents on a dollar compared to what they're paying for up there. Like we
Yeah.
got nothing up here. Like all of our salt's already gone. They came over here right before the friggin' storm and bought up all of our salt. They came over here, they buy up all of our medicine. They know exactly when Rite Aid and Walmart, Walgreens, everybody gets hit with their deliveries, and they're there that fucking day buying everything up.
And then
So they could
taking
just
it
cross the
across the
border like that?
border,
Yep.
Yeah. They
and
should be
they'll
able to.
and they'll sell it at a
Yep.
higher price. Yeah, but
And
Yeah.
it'll still be cheaper than what they're paying up there right now.
who would ever
Right.
think that there would be a shortage of children's baby formula, children's Tylenol?
Right.
Diapers, baby
Yeah,
wipes.
why when? Yeah, how's that little baby Cripper doing? How's she doing?
She a fighter.
She a
Tell you right
fighter?
now, she a fighter.
Yeah.
Nah, she's a woman, bro.
Nah, she a Botello. She a
Heck
fighter.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I got two other children in this house. This one, nah, she's already broke me. The other
Yeah.
two
Oh,
haven't broken shit. This
Yep.
one's already like,
Yep.
motherfucker, no more life decisions.
Alrighty,
Yep.
alrighty.
That's a fucking terror Chris right there. He's gonna see exactly what he was like as a baby.
Like I don't know if she's even like. Oh, I'm hoping she's alive, but I don't know if she's knocked out right now. I haven't been out of this room, and one of these kids, other kids, might have just had enough of her screaming and just like laid her out and put
Nah,
her to
nah, let's
sleep.
not talk like that. Let's not talk like that.
Nah, they love each other. I could joke like that. They love each other. These kids are raised
Yeah, I
right. They're
got your
raised
back,
with
Chris. Yes,
family.
absolutely.
No,
It just
they
that
they
was
they'll
that
fight
was
each
just
other,
a
but
joke.
nobody
That
can
was a
fight any
joke.
of them.
That was a
Thanks,
joke and only a
thanks,
joke.
thanks for coming on, Chris.
Hey, no problem.
All right, so look, let's I'm gonna throw a couple of these up, see if anything's over here. So all right, here's a good one right here. Mr. John Botello says, "Very good show, guys. Very good show. Thank you,
I
John. Thanks for that.
I read them all.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
know
had
you
it.
did, but it's okay.
So
Let's see.
Demas,
yes,
what
Nothing
else did
much
you want to talk
done.
about in Ukraine? You want to talk
Nothing.
about what did you say earlier?
it was shit.
So we're gonna go to final thoughts here, guys.
What's
And
it?
Let's start off with Chris. If you want to give some final thoughts, how your holiday was, real quick, all that stuff like that. So everybody's got a minute. Let's start off with Chris.
You know what? Everything's always good around here. You know, but if I could leave something off to anybody that's listening out there, this is the season of giving. It's the season of looking out for everybody. But not for nothing. Remember, people need help in May as well.
Right.
Let's not forget about the homeless. Let's not forget about the veterans that are on the street during that time. All year
No,
long, these people
go
need
ahead.
help.
Yeah, and you know what? And I agree. I'm sorry to make this a new conversation. I'm the producer. It's my company. I run late if I want. Listen, but here's the thing, right? You don't mind giving. And the people that give the most are the people that really don't have fucking shit. Let's get that right out there. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, you go to Walmart, okay? You're there on fucking Tuesday. You're running in to pick something up. There they are. They're there doing their thing. No problem. Come out, whatever, change, dollar, whatever. You know what I mean? But then you go to the same Walmart the same week on a Thursday, and there they are again. And for some other reason, you're there on Friday because for whatever reason you forgot something, and they're there again. Do you give every time, or do you
No,
feel that once is enough?
no, I don't give them every time. I give it to them if I have extra in my pocket when I'm able to. I can't leave myself broke. I got kids to feed.
Right.
But
D.
if I have it, then hell yeah. But
D.
Um,
I've also been asked so many times by certain people that it's, yeah, buddy, sorry, no. Like I
Right.
want to see people trying to make progress. I'm not
Right.
paying you to stay on the street.
Right. D. What's your thoughts on
um,
that?
the homeless,
No, no, no. The
homeless.
thoughts on giving to the charity box if you go to Walmart and shit.
If the charity box don't say Mr. D, you don't give it.
All right. He's lost.
If
Donald.
it don't say
No, I'm
Mr.
not.
D,
No,
you don't
all I
get
want to
shit
say.
from me.
No, I think I get the best heart of
Oh,
my
D, would you fucking give once or a bunch of times? That's the
to the
question.
Salvation Army or to
Whatever, Salvation Army. It's always the
uh
Salvation Army that's pretty much around during the holidays.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, I would. I would.
All right. All right.
Oh,
Donald.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Donald,
homeless.
what's your take on that?
It all depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing. I don't know. I just
Right.
kind of figured
Well,
out
for
every.
me, for me, my conscience, I got to give every time I fucking see it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a douchebag if I don't. That's the question, guys. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
There you go. That's you.
Yeah, but why you gotta feel
Do you
like a
feel
douchebag to leave
obligated?
yourself broke?
Do you feel obligated, okay, to put more in there, or do you think once is enough? All right.
I don't feel
I'll say
obligated
once.
to
I
do
don't know.
shit. I think it's your
I,
word placement. Like,
yeah.
all right, so for me, right, if I go there this week, right, and they have it out, okay. If I go there tomorrow, I'm smiling at the guy walking through. If I go there in 2 weeks from now and I'm walking by the guy, then I might give him something again then. But I don't feel obligated to give anything, but I just
Right.
won't give that one
Right. You
guy
just
something.
said it just the way I was, getting it out there. All right. D. Let's try again.
Hello?
Yeah.
There's no
Donald.
obligation. There's no obligation, Blaze. There's no obligation. I don't do. It's just there's too much out there right now, and I don't know if you guys
I
are
sleep
true or
So
pretty
not.
you
good at
so
night.
you
I
so
don't
you
know all
get
the truth. I don't know all the
so maybe
details.
you might give it once, Donald, and then you're
I
like,
don't know.
hey, I already
It all
gave it
depends
to
on,
you already, right?
it all depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, Blaze. But I have no
Right.
obligation to give anybody anything.
Right. Right.
That's
Well, it's it's
that's
it's the
because
part of feeling like a fucking douchebag. You know what I mean?
I
oh
don't feel
When
like
exactly,
it.
you
Blaze.
when you walk out,
Yep.
So listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, you can comment. Doesn't matter what platform that you are watching us on. There's a comment sheet there. You hit that comment and give us what would you do in that situation? Okay. Well, I'll give you 30 seconds to some people answer. I don't know why people don't answer. We got a few listed watches up there. Um, Donald,
Yeah.
uh, final thoughts.
Just do positive, think positive. Just try to be positive. Like I told you guys earlier, if you ain't getting up to have a good day, then why the hell are you getting up? But you
Touche.
got to get out of bed. So get up and have a good day.
Right.
I
Mr.
don't know,
D.
man. I just want to see where we go with this economy. That's what I want to know. Where's it
Yes.
going?
Yes. Mr. D.
That's that's one of my 2023 outlooks is to see where this economy's going. Is the inflation going to cool down, or is the recession going to catch up with it? But we need to look what's going on in the country with the cold weather spell we got. Um, shit, I got text from a buddy in Louisiana saying, "Hey, can you send me some blankets?" And then I had another cousin of mine from Florida talking to my mom saying down there in Fort Myers, way down,
Yep.
talking about it's 40 degrees. We had to pull out a sweater. But
Yep.
the point I'm trying to make, a lot of Americans this year, and thank God, a lot of Americans are heating their homes with fossil fuels. We are not ready with this wind and solar for this
No.
whole country. We'll always have to have fossil fuels for a while until we experiment with technology and all this other stuff. But Joe
It's got to
Biden,
be a given. It's got to
Joe
be a
Biden's
given.
Joe Biden's catching a little break because fuel prices are down low right now. But I shared this with Donnie on a telephonic conversation I had with him the other day, and I asked him. I says, "Do you believe the major realtors, Walmart, your Macy's, all these big five and dime stores? I mean, brick and mortar stores. If they talk to the oil companies to say, hey, keep it low during this season, and that's to be fine come the next year. We'll see where the gas prices stay.
It's
That's all I
below
have.
$3. It's below $3 where I am. All right, Faco, real quick.
Okay, real quick. Did anybody hear about all the fucking Tesla cars not being stuck in the fucking storms because the batteries were too cold to charge?
No.
Yes, there's people
They
that
Yes,
they
were.
couldn't
there was
hold charges, so there
right.
was
Yeah,
tons of fucking. They all
people
had
saying they got
fucking
stranded.
like fucking trucks with gas over there.
Yeah, they got stranded. They couldn't. Some people canceled their holiday plans because they couldn't find chargers to get to where they
Yeah,
wanted to go and all this
we're
other
not
stuff.
there yet. We're not
No,
No,
we're
no,
not.
fucking
we're
there
not there.
yet.
So we're gonna save that for next Tuesday, guys. Um,
Right.
All right.
my Christmas was fabulous. It sucks that you gotta wait for Christmas for to gather with most of your family. But anyways, it was great. Great time. My great niece, my wife's goddaughter, Elodie, had a fantastic Christmas. It's just it's a joy to see her and when we take her and all that stuff like that because our children are all grown up, you know. But I want to wish everybody a great happy new year. Please be safe out there. And if you got it, give it, folks. Okay. Um, I know yeah, it's tough for me. It's tough for me sometimes. I just can't uh, keep the window closed. I'm always giving you. I don't care if it's a fucking quarter or whatever. I just feel like I have to give them something. I don't know why. That's crazy. But listen, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning into the rabbit hole tonight. The boys and I will be here next Tuesday. I want to thank Chris B. Faco for joining us tonight. We miss you, buddy, and we love when you jump on, special guest. Don't forget to go check out Faco World Gaming on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. That's Faco's World Gaming on Facebook. You'll have a lot of fun with Chris if you enjoyed him on the show tonight. That's pretty much what you're going to get when you watch him do gaming and show guys how to, get some cheats and shit. Um,
I swear a lot
also,
more.
he swears a lot more. Also, don't forget the Unboxed Thoughts was moved from this Monday and will air tomorrow, Wednesday, from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on FFN Radio Network. So don't forget to come and check out Unboxed Thoughts. We got quite a few emails, text messages, and stuff saying that they missed the show. Where was the show? Is it coming back? All that stuff like that. So it is coming back. It will air this Wednesday, tomorrow, and it will come back at its regular time on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. Don't forget to check out the Neutral Corner this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. and also the side draft with Justin on FFN Radio Network Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the Rabbit Hole. Again, have a great week and a great holiday. Let me see. Let me get us out of here. Peace, everybody.